Hey everyone! Today we are taking a look at yet another set of Marvel Legends figures. This time, the Thunderbolts, Yelena Belova, and Red Guardian. Now as always, I'll be straight with you right off the bat. This was the set that I was looking least forward to, but I'm happy to finally have Yelena in my collection. That being said, let's take a closer look at these West Chesapeake Valley Thunderbolts, sponsored by Shane's Tire Shop. And since I'm a gentleman, let's take a look at the lady first. Now to any casual fan, this would scream generic assassin lady, but that's kind of the point. A Black Widow doesn't want to be noticed in a crowd. That being said, this does look spot on like Yelena from Thunderbolts, down to the shoulder plating, the jumpsuit, and she's even got some ports on her back. We'll take a closer look at those in a moment. Oh, and we can't forget this head sculpt. And now that I'm looking at it from this angle, is it just me? Or does Florence Pugh look like Emilia Clarke? Or is that just this toy? Hasbro, what are you doing to me? One thing I just have to note about this head sculpt is I'm surprised with the hairstyle they chose for this figure. Not that it's inaccurate, it isn't. But after watching Thunderbolts 3 times, I do have to say that Florence Pugh kinda had more of a middle part than a side part throughout the movie. Yelena only really looks like this when they're in the vault and, spoiler alert, in the post-credit scene. But again, it is accurate to the movie, at least in some bits, so I can't complain too much. Taking a closer look at the shoulder pads, I don't know if this yellow dot was supposed to be some sort of symbol or just a yellow dot, because I don't think we get a clear shot of it in the movie. Looking at the legs, not too much going on here except for that low-hanging belt and that holster, which we will also get into. Now that we've looked at all the nitty-gritty details, let's see how Yelena moves. Now her head is on a dumbbell joint, so she can't really look up that much because of the hair. She can look down a fair bit, and side to side head movement. Her arms can move up that far because the shoulder pad sinks into the shoulder right here. Can move down. She's got double jointed elbows, which is great for a female character. And then her wrists can swivel and hinge up and down. She's got a diaphragm swivel, which can hula hoop. Does not have a waist cut. Legs can move out. Not as far as Bob, surprisingly. Move forward. Can move back, double jointed knees, which, let's see. Oh yeah, that's great. Let's see if she's got boot cut. No, she does not have boot cut, but she does have boot pivot and ankle rocker. This ankle is tight. Better not end up like my first Black Widow. Oh, there we go, okay. Alright, that's probably about as much as it can go. And if you really gotta know what happened to my first Black Widow, this happened. So for a Black Widow, while Yelena doesn't move the best, she doesn't move the worst, so cool. Now hold your horses for just a moment. You know that we cannot move on to the next figure without looking at Yelena's accessories. For accessories, Yelena comes with a pair of fists, a pair of batons, a handgun, and a baby knife. These batons are not going anywhere as long as you don't treat Yelena like a shake weight. But if you don't want her holding the batons, that is where these back ports come in. This baby knife, on the other hand, doesn't seem like it wants to stay in the hand very well. See, I even move it just a little bit and it likes to fall out. But that is why she has this very subtle baby knife holster. And the gun she can hold just fine. But there's also a holster for that, which you probably spotted earlier. Now Yelena's skill set is somewhat versatile, so I don't know how I'm going to be using her. And now that we've explored Yelena, let's move on to the next figure. And finally, we have Armored Robo. Don't know, I mean Red Guardian. Once again, I gotta be transparent with you guys. I was never really a big fan of this suit, but oh well. From what Thunderbolts showed us, this is without a doubt Red Guardian. The helmet looks good, the football gear ass looking armor plating looks good, and the Santa Claus ass pants look good. Speaking of his ass, he has these 2 holsters on it, which will come into play later. Moving back up to the beard, I do like the detail in it. It isn't just brown, it isn't just gray, it actually looks real. Well, About as real as a toy can look anyway. Another thing that I appreciate is the buckle pain. You can see it on the shoulder, you can see it on the abdomen, and of course you can see it on the belt. And then these boots look okay. I mean, who really pays that much attention to someone's feet when they're talking to them or looking at them? Now, just like Yelena, we gotta see how Red Guardian moves. For his head, he's on a dumbbell joint again, so we can only look up that far. Can't really look down thanks to the beard. And tilt side to side, actually a good amount. His shoulders move outward that far, despite the shoulder pad, which does move out of the way. These shoulder pads are actually a bit loose on mine. I'm afraid of them falling off, but anyway, he's got the bicep cut right here. He's got double jointed elbows that can bend just that far. His trigger finger hand can move up and down, whereas his other hand can move this way. He's got a diaphragm joint that can move inward that far, back an impressive amount for a figure this size, and then you can tilt this way, which results in a good amount of hula hoop. He's also got the waist cut, which Yelena did not have. You can almost do the splits. Upper thigh cut, which is very well hidden. He's got double jointed knees that can't quite kick his own ass. He does have ankle cut, or calf cut. He's also got ankle pivot and ankle rocker. Let's see. Why are these two figures so tight? Let's test this one out. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, I gotta work on this. With Red Guardian explored, let's move on to his accessories. For accessories, Red Guardian comes with these twin handguns, a left trigger finger hand, and a right fist. Now this is another complaint I have. Hasbro really needs to start doing matching hands again. I don't know what happened to those. Have we ever even seen Red Guardian hold a gun in the MCU? Why do I feel like that's a no? Oh, and he also comes with this unmasked head, which does look a lot like David Harbour. Overall, not my most anticipated figures, but not bad figures by any means. And then here they are next to the other two Thunderbolts from this wave, which I've already reviewed on my channel. What do you think of these Thunderbolts figures? Personally, I still hope that we get a new Bucky and a new Ghost for this movie, but for now, this isn't a bad start. Sound off with your opinion in the comments below.